Hello, everyone. Imagine a world where Halloween wasn't just a celebration of candy and costumes, but an unsettling tapestry woven from shadows and whispers. Today, we're diving into creepy and nightmarish vintage Halloween photos from the 1900s to the 1950s, images that capture a time when fear was as real as the thrill of trick-or-treating. Brace yourself as we unearth these chilling snippets from the past that will send shivers down your spine. Now, before we get into these vintage photos, it's important to note that these photos were taken with much less sensitive cameras than the ones we have today. This means that regardless of the content, the images already have a dark and spooky atmosphere that perfectly captures the spirit of Halloween. So what is Halloween? Well, it's short for All Hallows' Eve, which marks the day before the Western Christian holiday of All Saints. This day kicks off the All Hallowtide season, which lasts 3 days and culminates in All Souls' Day. In many countries in Europe and North America, Halloween is primarily celebrated as a non-religious event on October 31st. Its origins go back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, which marked the start of the new year on November 1st. It was a time when the Celts believed that the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred, allowing the souls of those who had passed on to return home. During Samhain, bonfires were lit on hilltops to fuel the winter fires and ward off evil spirits. People wore masks and disguises to avoid being recognized by these wandering ghosts. Thus, witches, goblins, fairies, and demons became synonymous with this spooky holiday. When the Romans conquered the Celts in the 1st century CE, they added their own traditions. Festivals such as Feralia, which honored the dead, and Pomona, the goddess of the harvest, further enriched the Halloween tapestry. Today, popular Halloween activities include trick-or-treating, attending costume parties, carving pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns, lighting bonfires, bobbing for apples, and even visiting haunted houses. While many enjoy Halloween as a secular holiday, some still observe it in accordance with Christian traditions, such as attending church services or lighting candles on graves. Traditionally, Halloween costumes featured characters such as vampires, ghosts, skeletons, scary witches, and devils. Over time, this selection expanded to include characters from fiction and popular culture, such as ninjas and princesses. The practice of dressing up for Halloween began in Scotland and Ireland in the late 19th century. In fact, in Ireland, masks were called false faces. By the early 20th century, costume wearing had become popular for both adults and children at Halloween parties in the United States, coinciding with the rise of trick-or-treating in Canada and America in the 1920s and 1930s. Eddie J. Smith offers an interesting take on this tradition in his book Asterix Halloween, Hallowed Be Thy Name Asterix. He suggests that by dressing up as creatures that once inspired fear, we can poke fun at Satan and celebrate our Savior's victory over darkness. As we look at these vintage photographs today, remember that each costume tells a story steeped in history, tradition, and a touch of fear. So grab your favorite snacks, dim the lights, and let's take a closer look at these hauntingly beautiful images that capture the essence of Halloween.